many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. TitanUp. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff.
All right, Monty, I'm moving the ball.
That's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, I usually move the balls when I get down here to a pit.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
On the double. Protein spill. Check 31.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Tennessee! This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games. Both losses. Energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets him off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0.
I'm too close to this goddamn TV. I know that much. Man, it's cold as hell right here. Shit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, my punter kicking my
They will
kickoff.
not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Tannehill now to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this should be the final
Ty running through everybody he plays.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Five and 0.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Damn, I might need that sack just now.
Ready.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down and goal. Tannehill feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A.J. Klein able to get him for a loss of about 3. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill under pressure again, and down he goes again. Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean? Break out the just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not
It's
sure
called like eating shit.
why they said that. I have no idea.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To the air, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the
Throw
Bills
the
will
fucking
use the
ball.
second
Let
of
this
their
shit go,
timeouts
man.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down.
Damn.
Play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I tried to get down.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
This
Yeah,
is
they get the
fucking
sack
shit.
on first down, then they force the incomplete
Man, it's
pass.
cold as
Now they're just a
motherfucker
play
down here.
away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49 your mark.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. throw there going to be incomplete.
I almost caught that bitch off the tip there.
Like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
I just kicked that bitch. I just punt that bitch about 2 yards, bro. Shanked the shit out of it.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. The answer to this, either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's Martin. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Throwing now is Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties,
I gotta score
it's
one more
almost like
touchdown
there's a
to put
couple
this shit
extra
away.
defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry.
What?
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
X3, 218, chop.
Here's Tannehill.
This nigga Tannehill gonna throw the fucking football, yo. That's all right. He ain't come back in this game.
The second sack of his young NFL career.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen going to throw. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They begin with Henry. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Henry fighting for the marker.
The fucking yard, bro. I don't understand this shit. This shit be crazy.
After a loss of 1.
It's not often that you get 19-year-olds that enter the NFL, but this guy is absolutely special. Tremaine Edmonds out of Virginia Tech. 6'4", 250-plus pounds, can run like a deer. We just saw his ability to flash and make plays.
His brother Terrell also taken in the 1st round. First set of brothers taken in the 1st round of the same draft in NFL history. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down.
Oh, my God.
For them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception...
Bro, I should have had a pick just now, bro. That shit just blew me.
No good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I'm going to get it this time, though. Oh, he caught it?
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
10-3 with 2 minutes, 2-minute warning.
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
2-minute warning, 10-3. He on the 11.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their...
You ain't gonna run the ball, bro. That's it. Nobody run that bitch on me this year.
Losing yardage back
That's one thing I'm gonna stop.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the
I
big
need this
play.
win, bro. Come on, defense. Let's step up. Let's make a statement now. Who it's gonna be? This will touchdown play for him. Watch.
Now Allen.
Go! Quick and step up.
He's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Oh, fuck.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a
fucking go.
As he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Get him out of here, coach.
Get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
We beat the Bills. That was our goal this week.
Interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A first down carry for Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play.
I need a first down in this goddamn game.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On the ready. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On third down, Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
10-3. I punt that bitch to the 3-yard line, though.
Punt that time. And the Bills will be backed up to
start. You got no timeout for 32 seconds.
First and 10.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth
I just called timeout though because I just won on a fucking 3-4.
Absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Getting me some DBs out this bitch. Hey, he score. If he score, it'll just go to overtime.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
they've got his man complete. And all the way up to
he just threw that bitch. He threw a 50-yard pass. He completed that bitch. He got 6 seconds left. He got a Hail Mary this time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Well, glad I can welcome the dude to the lead.